Hello there. So, a while back, somebody asked me how I found my art style. And because it requires a little bit more of an in depth explanation, I decided to make a video on it instead of just typing it all out. So, here we are. Now, there's no 12-step program to finding an art style, there's no all encompassing guide or tutorial that will get you from knowing nothing to knowing everything about how you want to draw. A lot of finding my own art style came down to exploring what I enjoyed in shows I was watching or in other artists' work that I was looking at online, and taking little elements of those styles and incorporating it into my own somehow. So, for instance, I still enjoy anime, I still enjoy the style of anime, but I also enjoy Western cartoons, particularly Disney. I really enjoy their style, and I feel like that shows through the most in how I draw eyes, where they're still really big but they have that element of cartooniness to them. At the same time, it doesn't look strictly like anime or like Disney because I've sort of Frankenstein them together and tweaked them over the years until it became mine. And I've seen a lot of other artists talk about that online as well when they're talking about finding their own art styles, is just looking around them and seeing what they enjoy and then incorporating that into their own art. Now, that doesn't mean you have to incorporate everything you enjoy seeing in other artwork. Realism is a really good example of this, especially for me. I enjoy seeing it quite a lot, but I don't enjoy drawing in that style. It's just never been my thing. I prefer to draw things more cartoony and simplified, but it's a style I really enjoy seeing. For someone else, it might be the complete opposite. They really enjoy seeing cute cartoony styles, but they prefer to make things look more realistic or painterly. Another thing I've noticed over the years is you don't have to have one set style. And really, depending on what you want to do with your artwork, it really benefits you to have more than one style. Say, for instance, you want to become a freelance illustrator. You want to give your clients a couple of different options because it makes you more marketable. That said, even if you're doing this just as a hobby, if you want to get better at drawing or if you just want to make sure that you don't get bored of it, having more than one style or just experimenting with your style every now and again can really help keep it fresh and keep it fun for you, even if you're just doing it on the side and just doing it for yourself. Having that little bit of variety helps kind of keep you on your toes. Alongside variety, I've also tried to keep myself kind of flexible. If I'm drawing something and I see a better way to draw it, or I accidentally come up with a better way to draw it, which happens way more often than you would think, then I allow myself the opportunity to experiment with that rather than just saying, oh, well, yeah, that looks better, but this is my style and I can't deviate it from it whatsoever. At the end of the day, it's your style. You're the one who gets to choose what it looks like and how it changes. So make sure you allow yourself the opportunity to experiment with it so that you never feel stuck in something, even when you start to not like it anymore. Another thing that can help and has helped me is if I ever feel stuck or I don't know how I want something to look in a set style, I'll sit down with one sheet of paper and whatever that thing is, be it eyes or hands or noses or whatever, and I will draw that thing as many times as it takes to get it to look how I want it to look. Just practicing and refining it until I'm happy with how it looks. And this means that I have full pages in my sketchbook full of ears or something. But it's helped a lot, and it's something I can go back to if I ever feel like, oh, well, yeah, this looks nice, but I remember drawing it this way before, and maybe I'd like to try drawing it that way now. I can always go back to that page and be like, oh, yeah, I drew it this way. I would rather have it look like that. So not only is it good practice, just in general, it helps having that reference to go back to if you ever want to change things. And really, as much as people hate hearing it, and as much as everyone gets sick of going to an artist and being like, how do you do this thing? And just hearing practice over and over again, like, oh, practice makes perfect, just keep going. That's really what it comes down to at the end of the day is you're never going to get anything figured out if you're not drawing. Watching other people draw, looking at tutorials, listening to videos like this one, even though I'm no expert, They can point you in the right direction, they can show you the map, but they can't make that journey for you. You're the one who has to figure out, okay, this is where I want to go, this is how I'm getting there. Well, I hope that was helpful and not as rambly as I feel like it was. I think I covered everything I wanted to cover. Thanks for watching. Bye.